Hi, this is Joy with Obsessed with Scrapbooking, and today we're going to be making this fun endless summer layout on page 67. I'm pointing out that the first thing you need to do is set your dial to 11 inches, and then all the other pieces of the layout will be proportionally cut out. So you only set it at 11 inches. The first thing I'm getting ready to cut is going to be that background overlay. So I've gone ahead and put my paper in, and I'm going to then press the right button so I can get the overlay. I need to press that feature key and then the key that goes with this image. So here's my feature key. It's that last one. It's called overlay. And then I press my image button, and then I just, unfortunately the lights are showing on the screen, but I fixed it over here. But you go ahead and press that, you make sure you get the right image, and then we cut that out. You might notice that this yellow is a little bit different color. I had some problems with the other paper. It wanted to tear at the very end, so that was aggravating. But this paper worked out just great. So you'll see in a second when I lift it up. Didn't that lift up beautifully? That doesn't always happen. All right, so then the next thing we're going to do is cut that second overlay for the right side of the layout. So I go back to that overlay key, which is already pressed, as you can see, and then I'm going to press Shift and then the key that goes with the overlay. And I wait for it to come up on my screen. There it is, you can see it. I'm pointing to it. And I just press cut again. And you'll notice I didn't change the sizing at all, and it's going to cut it just perfectly. So that's kind of the interesting thing about this cartridge. Everything is proportionally cut. And in future videos, we'll be going over what to do when you don't want to make a layout and you just want to use some of the images on there, because there's a way around that. Now I'm going to go ahead and cut the Endless Summer. So I hit that first feature key. And let me make sure I know what that's called here. That is called, the first feature key is called Title. And I'm just waiting for it to come up to make sure I've done it right. And then I just hit cut, and here we go again. So this whole video is pretty much the standard way of showing you how to cut with the expression, without using the computer or Cricut Craft Room or anything. But I just wanted you guys to see I never change the sizing. The sizing always stays at 11 inches, and as you see, everything comes in proportionally. Next up, I'm going to go ahead and cut the photo mats, and that is the feature key Photo Mat 1. And I just go ahead and press that, and I'm on my way. So it actually makes creating a layout pretty easy, because you're always, you know, you don't have to keep changing sizing or wondering what the right size is or how it's going to fit on the layout. You're all set to go. And layout turns out really, really fun. I'm going to do my next photo mat. Oh, actually, I point to the photo mat, but I think I cut out the wave first. Nope. Yeah, see? Oops, I meant the wave. Okay, so I'm going to go to the border function, and we'll wait for that wave to come up on the screen. Always like to check on that screen. Always check to make sure you've got the right thing. And now we'll be cutting the photo mat, and that's Photo Mat 1 feature key, Shift, don't forget your Shift, and then the key that you need. Ooh, I went by really fast with that. That cut out fine. You guys will see. And then finally, we're going to go ahead and cut the last two mats. And those are there. So that's Photo Mat 2 feature key. And I just cut the first one, and then the next one will be a Shift key. So, see, wait for it to come up on the screen. If you get fast at this, you know, sometimes we don't always wait. I've been known not to wait so much. Remember the Shift for that second photo mat. But I tried to do that on this video to wait. I've gotten in trouble before if I didn't wait. So I don't know if you guys have, but I've been known to press the buttons a little too fast, and then I was like, ooh, I didn't want that one. Oh no. So anyway, the beauty of this cartridge really is that it's such a cinch to make these layouts. It also has a feature on the cartridge to make mini albums that are so cute. Wait till you guys see those. Those are really fun also. And all the icons and all the overlays can be used in other ways too, which I'll be showing you, and it's just a lot of fun. Finally, I'm going to do the palm tree. Palm tree's under the icon key. So I press the icon feature key and my regular key. Oh, I'm waiting. Waiting. Yep, there it is. And then we go. Cut, cut, cut. I really tried to speed this up, guys, because I didn't want to make it too boring for you. So that's why you don't see that cutting every step. But I did want you to see never changing that dial. And a lot of you, if you haven't used the expression much, hopefully this will help. If you have, well, fast forward through the video. I can understand if you're like, I already know how to do this, but there may be some people that don't, so I want to make sure to cover everybody. I think the big thing is to really take note that everything cuts proportionally, even though it says 11 inches. And there will be a way around that should you not want to cut those things at that size. Next, I'm going to go ahead and use the Cuttlebug with my most favorite, ultimate favorite folder, which is called Divine Swirls. Love Divine Swirls. Best folder ever. Makes good Santa, makes good snow, makes good waves. It's awesome. Sorry I zoomed in and out. And now I've super speeded up the video, so we're going to zoom through this quickly. I'm using the Zig two-way pen at a super fast speed, which I wish I could do in real life. And I'm going ahead and putting the layers together. Now, you guys are probably going to say, what in the world are you doing? You're not putting enough glue on here. What are you thinking? Don't try this at home. No. So this is tricky, you guys, to lay this out right. I know I'm going really fast and it looks like I didn't have any problems, but since it doesn't fit the size, you know, it's 11 inches and the paper is 12, you know, there's some room. Now you're going to ask why I didn't glue all over the thing. Well, here's why. I'm going to set that huge photo mat down there and I'm going to sticky the back of that 7 Ways to Sunday. Well, guess what? That's going to hold the overlay down. So if I didn't glue under there, look, no big deal. So that's okay. That's my excuses. You guys can leave me a note if you think that's crazy talk. I get it if you do. I really do. But it does save on some time because you're already sticking all this stuff on here anyway. So it's not really a huge deal. Finally, I just get my, stick my palm tree down and the endless summer. And we're going to be done. Even though I cut out all the pieces for the second layout, I'm not going to show you how to make that because basically it's just like this one, except a couple different pieces. That's all the differences. So nothing you haven't already seen how to do. I think the big thing is just to see how it's cut out. Thanks for watching.